Hello and welcome to Chalk Talk. I'm Melody Swang. Coming up, we'll shine a bright light on Students of the Year and follow a football player looking towards the NFL. But first, we head to Mandeville Middle School, where an inspiring program has captured the Superintendent's Award for Character and Citizenship. A disability can provide numerous challenges for an individual as well as his or her family. However, at Mandeville Middle School, students are learning that despite these challenges, it's better to focus on the abilities.
Today we're celebrating Abilities Awareness Day, and that is a program that I worked with the PTA to develop, where we are making the students aware of disabilities, but what we want to do is make them aware that people with disabilities have many abilities. We have the students going to different classrooms where they'll learn about the hearing impaired, visually impaired, dyslexia, autism, and physical handicap. In our physical handicap station, the students will be experiencing what it's like to be in a wheelchair. So they'll have to manipulate their way around an obstacle, or just being able to learn how to use the wheelchair, how to turn it left and right, forward, backwards. They're also going to go to a center where they can't use their arms, where they're needing to paint a picture. And they're either going to put the paintbrush in the crease of their elbow or in their armpit, and they'll have to draw a picture. They will have to fold a paper a certain way with their feet, as if they have no use of the arms. In the hearing center, they have to take a spelling test where the sound is muffled. There's a tape that they'll be listening to where they have to identify various sounds. In the Center for Blind, they will be blindfolded, and they have canes that are used by blind people where they'll have to manipulate their way through an obstacle. And then they will also be able to spell their names in Braille. We have Braille machines for the students. And in the Autistic Center, they will also have a lot of different sensory things thrown at them. When they walk in, somebody's going to be popping balloons, the lights are going to be flicking on and off, somebody will be going around tickling them with feathers, and just an bombardment with sensory issues.
The program is very important to me because my son has a unique situation that we live every day. We have to do things differently. And so I want to educate the students and the teachers on how to handle him and handle children that have differences, and to see that we all have differences, we all learn differently, we all act differently, but we all feel the same way.
I was fortunate enough to hear about the program through one of the teachers at the school last year, and she expounded on it and was so excited about it, and her kids were. And when I came here and they wanted to do it again, I thought, this is great.
Ms. Wood, our school principal, approached me one day and said, Judy, I want you to put up the Abilities Awareness Program for the Superintendent's Award. Well, I knew nothing about that, so I said, okay, tell me about it and what does it entail? So she gave me the packet, and it asked for details about our program, and it was for a Citizenship and Community Award. So as I read about it, I thought, well, you know, the program was perfect for it. So we wrote up about the program and submitted it, and to our great surprise and honor, we were selected for the Superintendent's Award.
We congratulate the Abilities Awareness Day program at Mandeville Middle School, along with Principal Kim Wood, Counselor Judy Myers, and PTA Board Member Janelle Myers, who are here with us tonight, and like to have them come forward.
All children can succeed. It just depends on who is out there to help them.
Officials at Mandeville Middle School hope to share this program at other schools in the near future. We now look at our finalists for Superintendent's Award for Character and Citizenship, where Mary Byrd of Folsom Elementary is revolutionizing the art of sign language. As Michael Kelly reports, students at Folsom Elementary School are learning the true signs of life.
For which it stands, one nation, under God.
At Folsom Elementary, Mary Byrd is changing the way her students communicate, and she's doing it through the art of signing.
It gives them a chance to grow, to learn a skill, and also for the future. I mean, this may be something they want to continue into high school and even into college, where they learn how to communicate with the deaf, or maybe teach others to communicate with the deaf.
Byrd is a 27-year veteran at Folsom Elementary. 3 years ago, she founded a sign language club, but Byrd's experience dates back all the way to her childhood.
Well, Miss Byrd was born to deaf parents, and she grew up signing throughout her life in her household. When she came and she began teaching special ed students many years ago, she decided that there was a need to teach them how to sign.
And the decision to teach this art did not go unnoticed. This past April, Byrd was honored as a finalist for the Superintendent's Outstanding Character and Citizenship Award.
This year's finalist for the award is an outstanding teacher at Folsom Elementary School, Ms. Mary Byrd.
I appreciate it. I've been here 27 years at Folsom Elementary, and we've seen a lot of changes in the years, but the main thing is we want to help the students and do what's best for the students.
However, Byrd's contributions to Folsom Elementary go beyond signing. She's in charge of the school's recycling program and is a provider for the school's uniform closet. She also coordinates Campbell's soup labels for education, as well as the box tops for education program. So with all of her work around the school and her community, Byrd's co-workers know the importance of having her in the classroom.
Okay, girls, let's keep counting here. Groups of 5.
It makes me feel good to know that we have a teacher on our staff that is so caring and loving, and the kids know it. I mean, they feel it, they see her, they see what she does, and it just makes the whole school, the school environment is just better because she's here.
Just another sign that reveals why Mary Byrd is deserving of the award. Michael Kelly, Channel 13.
Mary Byrd also says she would like to see some of her students continue to improve their sign language skills after leaving Folsom Elementary. We'd now like to congratulate our 3 students of the year: Ben Stogner, winner in the elementary division, MJ Hernandez, the junior high division winner, and Trigg Burrage, the high school student of the year.
Normally when I think of candidates for Student of the Year, I think about a student who's had a lot of external accomplishments, the straight A student, the member of many clubs and organizations, doing things externally in the community. And Ben is all of that, but when I really think about Ben Stogner, something radiates from him internally. He has an amazing moral compass, a character, a maturity of character that you don't normally see in a 5th grade student. I attribute that he has a very strong foundation in his beliefs, in his family, his amazing family support, who have made it their priority to make sure that he knows what's most important in life.
I'm glad that I got Student of the Year because it's a really big honor to represent my school and the whole parish now. I'm really excited because I didn't know what was going to happen until they called me up. So I was really surprised and I was really happy.
I find Ben to be very well-rounded. He is not an attention seeker, so when you observe him in class, he does a very good job at anything that he puts an effort to.
One of my favorite subjects is math. It's really good because I know a lot about it and it's easily understood. My teacher is Miss Finity, and we did baseball math on the Promethean with addition, subtraction, and division. We have little pieces of like a board with a marker, and that's used to like do our subtraction, division, and addition. And then once we do that, she calls us. She pulls a stick, and if our name's on it, then we go up to the board and write the correct answer. Then the whole class votes with their active vote.
Ben is regarded as a very kind young man. You can just see that he cares about other children. He's always on the lookout to make sure that children are included.
I have 3 brothers, Will, which is 8, Sam is 5, and Jack is 3. They help me make my life better and to help me have a good time wherever I go.
I've been around him when he's been around his 3 little baby brothers, and I'm sure that takes a lot of patience, and he is the most patient and loving big brother you have ever seen. You can tell he really enjoys spending time with his family.
I want to be a role model to my little brothers because I really care about them because they're a really good part of my family, and they're like really good friends, and so if they already know what's going to happen, then they can get prepared for that.
He's never still. He's always out playing sports on the playground, but he's one that we would consider that is always playing fair.
I play baseball and football and soccer at our local ballparks and stuff. And like some of my friends at school are friends that I've had from like baseball teams and stuff, so I get to know them more often. I really like to draw, and so sometimes I draw cartoons, sometimes I draw like real people, sometimes I like use those for like presents, like for Mother's Day and Father's Day.
And I know Ben, that when nobody's looking, he's always going to be doing the right thing.
I'm actually very proud to be the 8th grade student of the year for Monteleone Junior High and St. Tammany Parish. I'm very proud of myself and how hard I've worked.
MJ's a wonderful student. He's very intelligent, he's very bright, he's a great role model. MJ is well respected by both his peers and his teachers, not only through his leadership positions, but he also heads up other committees on campus. He was instrumental in the school's participation in Toys for Tots, and is also involved within the community here in St. Tammany Parish.
I'm very honored to get this title again because I know it is such an extraordinary award to get, and that only one person in the entire parish can be chosen for it. So I really feel grateful and very honored that I have been chosen for this award. I got into talented drama in the middle of 5th grade, and I've been to every class for the past, 2.5 years. And I think the talented drama is just the best class that you can get into. I think that it's a very good leadership class. It increases your self-confidence and especially decreases your stage fright.
MJ is very articulate, he's highly motivated, he's eager to please, he is very talented in many areas. He's an empathetic student as well to others.
Well, last year in 7th grade when I was deciding on what my 8th grade elective would be, I heard on the announcements that the broadcast was giving 7th graders a chance to try out for tech director. So I thought, hey, I know a lot about computers, why can't I just go do that? In broadcast, I've only been 2 jobs, an anchor and a tech director. I am the head tech director in broadcast, so I'm the guy that everybody comes to with computer problems. I think being an anchor is fun with me. It's really fun because it also ties into talented drama skills, because being on camera and not being afraid to say what you need to say. So I think being an anchor is a lot like talented drama, and I think talented drama incorporates into being an anchor. I think that sports are also a very good leadership class, I guess you could say. They teach you leadership skills, self-confidence, pretty much exactly the same as talented drama. Usually I play basketball and baseball, and I also ran on the track team, long distance. Monteleone, I think it's the closest school that I've gotten to, even though I've only been here for 2 years. I think that it's just an extraordinary school, not only because it's new, but it has extraordinary administration, faculty. But also I'm very excited to be going to high school. Soon I'll be driving, getting a job, things like that.
I think Fountain Blue High School holds a lot of promise for MJ, and we look forward to seeing good things coming out of him there as well. MJ aspires to be an actor and a comedian, and we're sure that no matter what he does, he's going to be a rising star.
That's all for sports this week. I'm Adam. And I'm MJ, signing off. Bye.
Do you believe in magic? For this year's Parish Student of the Year, Trigg Burrage, magic is a part of his everyday life, and that's just in juggling his schedule. From school to plays to juggling to magic shows, Trigg proves that he can do it all while being president of the senior class at Northshore High School.
Trigg has always been very active. It's amazing how much he has gotten out of the time that he's had at Northshore High School, as far as what he's put into it, rather. To know that he's had to travel, and whether it was for the magician activities or it was for doing something for charity, or working here as a student body president for his class. There are just so many unique things about how he spent his time.
I'm one of those list-making people, and every day, literally, even in the summer, I have a big to-do list of what I got to do, because I'm just a productive, obsessive-compulsive person, I guess. So, yeah, honestly, I'm just always filling in every single second of what I can do. If it is a spare minute in class, then I'll be reading lines for the senior play, or I'll be thinking about something for my magic, or just constantly keeping working.
I think the hard work and dedication that he's spent as a student over the years has given him a great deal of confidence, and because it comes from real confidence that you can rely on, comes from hard work. And what you see when you see Trigg is what you get.
So what exactly do you get when you see Trigg Burrage? You get Northshore High School's valedictorian, graduating with a 4.5 GPA. You also get an accomplished violinist who has played for the Louisiana All-State Orchestra the past 2 years. You get a talented actor who landed the lead role in the senior play, The Will Rogers Follies. You even get a humanitarian who has been a member of the Beta Club, National Honor Society, Spanish Honor Society, and Juniors in Service. And of course, you get one of the most wonderfully talented magicians in our nation.
The Student of the Year selection is not a purely academic selection. It's about community, and certainly he emulated that by his activity, his involvement, not only in school activities, but outside of school activities. And that's part of that Student of the Year selection. And we were very proud not only of his academic achievements, but for what he had done within our community and within our school community. And so for that reason, it was a simple choice.
Hailing from Townsville, Australia, Trigg and his family moved to Slidell in 2001. Trigg brought with him his magic he learned at only 4 years of age.
Well, I got interested in magic when I was about 4 years old. I was at a birthday party, and there was a magician there, and I think he took a bowl or a mint or something, said abracadabra, and it disappeared, and I was amazed. And I went home and put the mint in my hand, and it didn't disappear, so that sort of sparked my interest.
Trigg soon took his magic to a whole new level by performing at restaurants, birthday parties, libraries, child care centers, and even corporate events, such as the recent NBA All-Star Weekend in New Orleans.
Majoring in theater, I don't plan on becoming a professional actor, but I hope to use the theater school skills that I'll gain as, tools for my magic, and hopefully, in the theater department, I'll be able to, it gives me resources to keep up with the magic and everything. So hopefully I'd love to produce a couple shows or something like that, and just sort of make use of the opportunities I have there.
One thing's for sure, no matter what opportunities Trigg Burrage discovers, he's sure to remain one of a kind. As you've just seen, these students exemplify excellence in leadership, academics, service to the community, and to their schools. Once again, congratulations to these students. As they've done for a few years now, the St. Tammany Parish Public School students took part in state-mandated end-of-course testing, except this year students traveled to the Instructional Technology Center in Mandeville and took their test online. Connect wires, install computers, load software. Now fit 1,600 students in the Instructional Technology Center, and you're ready for end-of-course testing.
End-of-course testing is a state test, an online version for every student enrolled in specific courses. The first year of implementation, it was Algebra 1. The second year of implementation, we added English 2. This is a test regardless of your grade level. If you are enrolled as a student in the course, you must take this test, and it's to determine proficiency for that specific subject.
The state of Louisiana founded the program 7 years ago. 5 years later, St. Tammany Parish began field tests at each school. However, with the addition of new grant money, school officials felt a change of scenery was necessary for future testing.
This past year, we converted our ITC auditorium area into a state-of-the-art testing center. And in that testing center, the IT department set up over 280 computers, which would be used daily during the month of May for the students to be transported here to take the test.
School officials also hoped the new location would benefit the students.
We want the students to know that we're all about the students. So the team really focused on what was best for the student, and we felt that this particular environment was technologically the best that we could provide.
And for 1,600 students, it was just another step on the journey of going from good to great. Students can expect to return to the Instructional Technology Center this spring to take their end-of-course test. We now go from the classroom to the gridiron. If your favorite team plays Arkansas State this fall, keep an eye out for Corey Leonard. This hometown hero enters his junior year as a starting quarterback for the Red Wolves. But as Channel 13's Michael Kelly reports, his achievements in the classroom might just be as impressive as his accomplishments on the field.
They say that home is where the heart is, and for Arkansas State quarterback Corey Leonard, he'll always have a place in his heart for Covington High.
When I went to Covington High, you know, I tell people it was the best 4 years of my life. I thought from the moment I got here, the teachers, you know, they help you to the extent. I said, you know, in college when you meet professors, they really don't care if you go to class, and they really don't care if you pass. In Covington, you know, the people actually cared. Our teachers cared. You know, everywhere, you know, our principals cared. I mean, they all helped us out so much. Covington's done a lot for me. I wouldn't be where I'm at if I wouldn't have came to Covington High.
Louisiana Monroe bringing the house here. Leonard, quick drop, going right side for Miller. It is caught.
And where he is now is truly unbelievable. After redshirting his freshman year at Arkansas State, the former Covington line quarterback leaped onto the spotlight in his next 2 years. In 2007, he was named a semi-finalist for the Davey O'Brien Award, given to the nation's best quarterback. But Leonard is quick to attribute his success to the help of some good coaches.
I've been blessed to have good coaches from when I was a young kid to through high school. You know, my high school coach, especially our offensive coordinator, he always, you know, instilled in us how important really film study was, and I think that's the thing that kind of set me apart being a young quarterback, especially starting as a freshman and sophomore, is that, you know, I lived in the film room.
Despite all of his accomplishments on the football field, Corey still finds time to excel in the classroom. He completed his undergraduate degree in just 3 years, and beginning this summer, he's headed to grad school.
I've always thought if I can graduate in 3 years and then go to grad school, I can get everything paid for in a 5-year period if you redshirt. So, you know, to me, I mean, it's not a better deal. I mean, you're getting 5 years of college paid for, and all you're doing is playing a game you like. So it's worked out well.
In an age where many athletes are leaving college early in hopes of a big paycheck, Corey is defining the real meaning of the term student athlete, and it shows in his course load.
Yeah, 18 hours in the fall and spring, and then 12 hours every summer. So it's been sometimes in the fall, especially being a senior this past fall, it was a tough task. There were some classes that I wish I could have just skipped. It'd have been nice.
What also might be nice is the opportunity to play in the National Football League. But for right now, Corey is simply letting things come to him.
You know, you always dream about it. You always want to play. But like I said, I mean, really, you've got to be productive at the college level to even get looks. So I just figure that if I don't worry about the next level and just worry about where I'm at right now and be productive, then the next level will come, you know, regardless of, you know, if I think about it or if I don't think about it.
He's going all the way down that sideline. I don't think anybody can catch him.
And you can be sure that if the next level does come along, Corey will always remember where it all began. Michael Kelly, Channel 13.
We wish Corey the best of luck this season along with his Red Wolves. Students at Magnolia Trace Elementary School were the recipients of this year's 6th annual Fluttering Across the Curriculum contest in partnership with the Louisiana Governor's Mansion Foundation and various garden clubs. The students were invited to the Governor's Mansion to plant the mansion's butterfly garden. Louisiana's First Lady took time out of her busy schedule to plant flowers with the students.
Today we're going to recognize the teachers because we have got some fantastic teachers from this school, and they will get their award, and then they're going to actually plant the Governor's butterfly garden, and the First Lady is going to come out and talk with the children. So this is very exciting for the kids.
They actually have an outdoor living classroom at their school, and so they've been spending the year learning about plants and how they grow and how the formation of butterflies and bees and pollen and other things and how that benefits fruit production and other things that, of course, lead to healthy children. So it's fantastic for them to be here today and help us with this annual tradition here at the mansion.
This is an opportunity for them to come here and do this at the gardens. To me, it's all about the kids because that's our future.
children are actually learning from this garden. It's not just something that's pretty to look at, which is good too, especially now with everybody still in recovery from the hurricane, that it gives people, even children, a little place that they can just rest and forget about everything and enjoy nature. And it's really it's a very good way, it's a very gentle way to teach and to learn.
It's such a great thing for children to be able to plant something with their own hands and feed them nutrition with water and fertilizer and other things, and to watch these things grow into such beautiful, beautiful flowers. And then, of course, the butterflies and caterpillars and other things that, of course, little children get excited about going out and trying to catch and play with. So it's absolutely important for our kids to get this hand-on experience.
This is a beautiful garden. It's been a very, very exciting day because I've never been to like a mansion before, and it was really cool to meet the governor's wife. I planted plants, and I went to go by the pond and stuff, and I looked around at all these plants.
My favorite thing today was meeting the governor's wife. Well, she was really nice, because I've never been here before, and I guess I just always wanted to be here.
Butterflies.
For more information about entering the contest for next year, go to lamansionfoundation.org. If you've ever wanted to organize your collection of family photographs but never quite knew how to approach such a daunting task, the students at Mandeville Middle School may have the right solution for you. Let's take a look at their method of using today's technology to create and organize their own family album. At Mandeville Middle School, 5th grade gifted students were busy adding the finishing touches to their PowerPoint project. This is not your typical PowerPoint project. It is based on a program called Saving the Family Album. The project is sponsored by the Optical Storage Technology Association. The association encourages youngsters to preserve and share family histories while organizing their photographs through the art of PowerPoint.
Oh, I'm excited about it.
Cindy Hargrove has been guiding her students in preserving their family photos, and Cindy has learned a little bit more about her students while doing so.
They had to interview their family members and contact relatives and find out as much as they could about their families and their relatives and ancestors. It's been a really fun project, and it's helped me get closer to my students as well because I've learned some things about them.
The students learned how to scan photos and save them to a disk and write something about their family members to go with the photographs. They then created their own personal PowerPoint presentations.
And I think when they look back, they'll be glad they did that because I know there are some people who aren't around today that I wish I had talked to then.
5th grader Parker Dupuy sorted through his collage of family photos that date back to his great-grandfather. These photos were recovered from the destruction of Hurricane Katrina at his grandfather's home in Venetian Isles.
It was sort of cool because I got to see some stuff that my pop did, which is my grandfather, and also some stuff like that my great-grandparents did.
And I think most of the kids have really enjoyed doing the project. They found out some interesting things about their families.
This activity has given the students a meaningful way to learn their family's history while preserving it for the future. Saving the Family Album is a program sponsored by Optical Storage Technology Association, which encourages students to preserve and share family histories. Thanks for watching this edition of Chalk Talk. For information about our broadcast schedule, go to our school system's website at www.stpsb.org. Follow the link to Channel 13. And remember, most of our shows can be viewed or downloaded as webcasts on our school board webpage. Join us now for Sights and Sounds, where Kaboom returned to the area once again to build a new playground at Bayou Lacombe Middle School.
Today we're building a Kaboom playground. About it. Like I said, it's going to be a tremendous asset to the Lacombe community.